In this walkthrough, we will see how you can manage permissions on a cloud resource. By managing permissions on a cloud resource, we mean whether the user will have no permission to access that cloud resource, or will they have read only, read write, or full permissions on that cloud resource. To see this thing in action, let's head on to Cloud Portal. So here I am on the Cloud Resources dashboard, and this is the storage account on which I want to set the permission. So to do that, what I will do is click on the Manage link here in the permissions column. Now when I click here, what the application will do is it will fetch the list of all the users that are there in my team and their permission on this particular cloud resource. So as you can see, the user Akshat Mantri has no permission on this particular storage account. Archana user has no permission, and I have full permission on this particular storage account. If you want to understand what each permission entails, you can click on this permission help, and as you can see, there are four kinds of permissions. None, essentially a user does not have access to this particular cloud resource. Read only, a user can access the cloud resource, but they cannot create, update, or delete any items from that cloud resource. Read write permission would mean that yes, a user would have access to the cloud resource, they can create items in the cloud resource, they can update items in the cloud resource, but they cannot delete items from that cloud resource. Full permission essentially grants them full permission, read write delete permission on that particular cloud resource. So now that we have understood what permission helps are, let's see how you can change the permission. Changing the permission is actually pretty simple. So for example, I want to change the permission of this user on this particular cloud resource. All I have to do is select the drop down and select appropriate permissions. So for example, if I want to give read only permission to this user, I just select read only permission, and now the permission has changed. Now what will happen is when this user logs in the next time, they will see this storage account in their dashboard, but and they will be able to access it, but they will only have read only permission. That means they cannot create, update, or delete. Similarly, let's say if I want to change the permission of this user on this cloud resource to read write permission, go to that drop down and select read write permission. So this is how you can change the permissions on a particular cloud resource and for a user.